Hi, guys. How are you today? So, as you can see, I'm with my boy Adam. We're going to talk about last night's episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, all the craziness. Before I do that, I wanted to share what's going on behind the scenes between Lisa Rinna and Lisa Vanderpump. You guys, so I just did this story yesterday about how basically the whole Sarah Paulson thing, she was bad mouthing Lisa, and Lisa basically came on and said, they're really not that relevant. I'm ignoring them. Okay, now this is Rinna's response. Now she's smart. She doesn't use the name Lisa, but who else is she talking to? This is what she posted. She says, nope, sorry, not sorry. Narcissists choose you because they know that you are the kind of person who will take the blame for their toxic behavior. She's talking to Lisa Vanderpump. Listen, definitely she's talking about Lisa Vanderpump. But that wasn't enough. You already called her a narcissist. I guess she was still upset. I don't know what her problem is. Then she goes and posted another one. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. We need to know what's going on behind the scenes, guys. She says, be careful who you feel sorry for. Some people are good at lying and playing victim. Now, remember, she says that all the time behind the scenes. She says that Lisa Vanderpump is a liar and she plays victim. Lisa plays victim? Listen, you got your point across. That is enough. Stop posting. No. She doesn't stop, guys. She goes in again for the juggler this time. I don't know if she wasn't getting enough attention because Lisa was ignoring her. Then she says, red flag for narcissism. They're always the victim. And then it goes into this big explanation of what a narcissist is. She is poking the bear, okay? She is definitely poking the bear. Why is she poking the bear, Adam? Leave it alone. And I know you like LV. I know you like Rinna, but why doesn't she just leave Vanderpump alone?
Okay, so I have to say this really quick before I start. I can't really speak anything on LVP because I have a NDA.
Oh yeah. Okay. Really? Okay.
I do with Lisa Vanderpump because I've worked at TomTom, I've worked at Sir, and anything Vanderpump Rules and stuff. That's why it's never on my channel.
Well,
as far as Rinna though, they're smart now. They're conditioned to know that when they put stuff out, they don't put the name out because
don't say the name. Yeah.
For defamation. I'm choking over here.
Well, since you can't talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. I think Rinna is a troublemaker, jealous of
the bone carrier.
Yeah,
always the bone carrier. And you said it. She never has her own stuff on the table.
Never. And it really doesn't make any sense because Lisa doesn't even work on your show anymore. Let it go. Let it go. I mean, I think she's determined in her little head to expose LVP for the narcissist that she is. It's not working. It's only making her look bad.
I can't, again, speak too much on LVP, but what I do have to say is give credit where credit is due. If everyone remembers correctly, she was brought on by LVP.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. She really was.
Yeah.
What a betrayal. Oh
my
gosh.
Yeah, that's why I remember you said that thing about Dorinda from New York Housewives says, I treat it like a dog, you pat it on the ass, but you don't pat it on the mouth because it might bite you or something. I don't know. But yeah.
Insane. I totally forgot about that. I mean, wow. What people won't do for fame and a little attention. Okay, so that's what's going on behind the scenes. Last night's episode. What was the most important part?
Can we just start at the beginning and make our way down? Because this was okay. I'm going to start with Camille.
Okay.
Why are we pushing Camille back on the show? I don't understand that because in no real world, and I think Bravo doesn't give credit where credit's due when it comes to fans. Apparently, I like that saying today. When it comes to fans, because we understand that in no right world is Kyle going to knock on Camille's door and be like, "Hey, I heard you wanted to talk to me all the way to Bravo."
I I mean, well, you know why they're doing this, don't you?
To bring Camille back on.
Yeah. Earlier in the season, before the whole Brandi and Denise affair thing, there was a rumor going around that they didn't have it was boring. So I'm thinking that they had to spruce it up because it really is boring when we just look at the women beat up on Denise all the time. So they brought back some action. And in my opinion, this was a interview. Who does the best? We're going to bring them back on the upcoming season. Camille, Brandi, Eileen. Eileen wants to get back on that show. It was someone else. Adrienne Maloof. Who else was there? Who else did we see?
You know who they could possibly bring in that would be maybe interesting because who knows what her personality's like is Paul Nassif's new wife.
Wife.
She's stunning. And that was interesting to see her last night with walk up and hug Adrienne Maloof. And she's just, there's a little bit of an age gap and she's like the new, I don't want to call her a trophy wife, but I'm pretty sure she's really smart. She has an education behind her and everything, but she's stunning.
She's really, 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 really pretty. Yeah. But I think Adrienne is too.
I was going to ask you too, you know, it's interesting because you just said they possibly want to bring somebody back because the season could have been boring. Mm-hmm. So to support your theory, I thought it was interesting having Camille at that party. The first thing Lisa Rinna does is walk into the party and she's like, oh, Camille, oh, they know that we're talking about her. Let's walk over. And she's like, I don't like what you said on Twitter. Like, that's not normal.
So let's explain to the audience what you're talking about. Who had the dinner party and what happened? Okay,
so if anybody who's like a true Housewives fan would know, especially Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, you know that Kyle always has her annual white party. Well, this season she's calling it an annual black tie and white party, black and white party, whatever, because she says it looks better in pictures. So she's having this party and she's using it as an auction charity to obviously raise money for a charity, you know, whatever. So it's interesting because it's like the biggest Housewives cameo ever. We get Adrienne Maloof, we get Camille, we get Brandi, we get, I mean,
Kim. Did Kim come?
Who?
Kim?
Yep, Kim was there. Eileen was there. Paul Nassif was there. Kris Jenner was there, which that was my favorite.
And Corey, don't forget Corey.
I love a crossover, and I love Keeping Up with the Kardashians better than, I mean, any Bravo show. That's just, even though it's like all B-roll and kind of boring, it's
so who is Kris Jenner friends with?
She was there with Kathy Hilton, which is Kyle's sister.
Kathy was there. I'm obsessed with Kathy Hilton. I really want them to get her on the show.
She doesn't have time for it.
I know.
She's Kris Jenner status, but she's kind of like a little. She was Kris Jenner before Kris Jenner. Like Paris Hilton blew up and had that whole Kim Kardashian career too at one point, you know. And Kathy was right there, right like next to it, watching it happen. She's just a little bit more poised, I feel. And Faye Resnick is always there right next to Kris Jenner. And you can totally see it's like she walks in, her diamonds are like this big. She looks around. She's very nice to everybody, but she doesn't really have time for them.
They brought everyone back. I really thought they should have brought back the drunk psychic. Remember from season 1?
Yes.
They should have brought her back.
I reached out to her and asked her if I could get her for an interview. She has like no followers on Instagram, so she's obviously not too great of a psychic. But
well, what is she?
I can say that because I'm never getting the interview, but you know, I wish I could.
Yeah. Anyway, so they're at the dinner party and Lisa starts the drama first.
She jumps in on Camille, but you know, it's Camille's not going to let her get away with it. Camille likes to snap back. And obviously, again, production conditioned her to come in there and know that that's why she was able to bring this friend, this Kimber friend, which...
Who was that?
She was the... I gotta keep it straight, guy.
Okay.
She was not the most exciting friend of a friend. Let's just say that. Like, Camille sits there and Camille's trying to make conversation because she knows how this goes. Like they're filming and they need a conversation. So she's like, oh, so I think the girls are here. And then the Kimber friend is like eating her food and she's like, really? That's crazy. Like, and she's just, it's like, you're not engaging.
But what was it? I didn't get the part. What did Lisa Rinna say to Camille?
She said that pretty much Camille has a problem where she goes on Twitter and she becomes Twitter Camille, where she gets type happy and she's like, you women are stupid and they're liars and they attacked me and blah, blah, blah. And then when she gets in your face, she's like, hi, how are you? Are you doing good? You're doing good? Oh,
so in other words, you're saying she's two-faced.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what they're saying. And Lisa Rinna was the first one to call it out, but she knows how to secure her diamond. She always, and again, she knows how to not throw her business out there because she always jumps in on somebody else. And it keeps all the attention off of her.
Yeah. And Camille wasn't having it, right?
She snapped back a little bit. Again, to piggyback off what I was saying, she was conditioned before she got there. She knew that she had to bring an element of drama in order to keep coming back. And I
don't even understand why they didn't bring her back.
Do you think she would be good coming back?
Yes, I'm obsessed with. I used to really not like Camille when she came on the first season and she was acting all uppity and like a 3,000 square foot house was small. Remember when she made that comment?
She always had that woman's husband around that came to Vegas.
That she was kissing on the lips. I could not stand Camille. But I started to like her last season because she was the only one that didn't follow Rinna and kind of stood up for LVP. So I thought, okay, maybe she's okay. And I don't understand why they didn't bring her back.
No way.
You don't like her?
No way.
Why?
She doesn't. I don't think she brings anything to the table for me. You know who I can't wait till we talk about the elephant in the room, Brandi, because she's the one who brings it for me. Bring her back. If she wasn't the problem is she's so unpredictable with her words and what she could possibly she could potentially be detrimental to the network. That's why they won't.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I do not like Brandi, not one single bit, but I will give her credit where credit is due. She brings the drama. She really does. And I'm still wondering if she's lying about this affair. It's a possibility. I mean, you keep changing your story. I want them to hurry up and talk about it. I want to know what happened.
You can tell, I think it takes like kahunas to go in there and like be able to address these people on camera anyways, right? But she goes in there and you can tell she has her story because she goes in there and she's so confident to go straight up to Aaron and Denise, completely act like she's very comfortable with them, pull them and say, oh, I want to be in a throuple. I want to be with you. Like it was, she's had a more intimate experience with them and it reads all over camera. When she walked in,
that the rumor's true.
Yeah, for sure. When she walked in, they were like, and she's like, hey, it's like.
I mean, if it's true, why tell everybody?
Why did Brandi tell everybody?
Yeah.
For a paycheck?
Oh, okay.
It's the best paycheck. You're taking the biggest star in the Real Housewives, think about it. In the Real Housewives franchise, the biggest star, the highest paying star to ever come on, or highest paying housewife to ever come on.
Denise was the highest paid?
Yeah, Denise was the highest contract for a first season signing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know why. She has a resume. That's why. Yeah.
Exactly. Because some of these housewives that they bring on, they're sometimes just, average Joe Schmoes. And she has a whole backing. So they gave her, I believe, a $2 million contract for 1 or 2 seasons. It was something crazy.
That's big. That's huge.
So Brandi having that connection with her, Brandi jumped on it. And I still want my interview with Brandi. I just want to say how strategic that was.
You mean planned? Okay, I'll say it for you.
You say it.
I mean, listen, last night's episode was definitely setting the scene. It's about to get crazy. They brought back all the players. I feel like this was a job interview and they go, okay, you guys, let's see who can bring the drama. And then we might bring you back on the upcoming season. And they're going to bring it. It's going to be crazy.
That's exactly right. I completely agree with you. That's exactly what it was a job interview to see who can bring the drama.
And last night, I believe it was Camille asked Teddy to go to the side to have a conversation with her. Who came in and it was Denise. Denise asked Teddy to have a private conversation. They didn't get a chance to have the private conversation because Camille came in. Why do I keep hitting this? And interrupted the conversation. That was Teddy's golden opportunity to cause a scene. Okay, I want Teddy to do something.
But
I want her to make it worth our while because I'm thinking she's very boring. She needs to prove to me that she's not.
Do you see how ready though Camille was to jump into
so
a
ready.
scene that had nothing to do with her?
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm talking about.
Camille is ready. She's ready to create a scene. Not Teddy.
She's ready to take Teddy's diamond. I mean, if you granted, I don't think Camille really brings anything anymore to.
Why?
I think she's seen her day on the show. I think she's great, but I think the show's not. She doesn't add a whole lot to the show. Or maybe she's not edited appropriately to add a whole lot to the show. But I also think that, you know, when we see Teddy, it's not very exciting either. So if you are going to bring her in, just give her Teddy's diamond.
Camille doesn't bring much to the show, except she has one job for the show. When they put her in there, it's like, okay, start the argument. That's her job. Start the argument. They don't care what her home life is like. They don't care what her children are doing, who she's married to. They don't care. Start the argument. And
how does she not see that though? How do you not see, like, when you're in a position like Kyle Richards or Nene Leakes, who is able to kind of come in and make sure certain things are showcased? Camille, we see season after season her come in, and like you're saying, they drop her like a little bomb, starts the thing, and then it just like dissipates, and we don't get to see anything about Camille. And they use her as a pawn every season. You
know what she reminds me of? She's the Beverly Hills Marlo.
Yeah, she is the Beverly Hills Marlo.
She's the Beverly Hills Marlo.
And
yeah.
Also last night, by the way, did you see before they go up to Camille when they're sitting there talking and Camille's talking to her friend Kimber and Lisa is talking to Eileen, and Eileen and them are like, you know, oh, this is awkward. They know we're talking about them. And Lisa's like, are you afraid to go over there and talk to them? And Eileen's like, no, I'm not afraid. Let's do it. It's like, you know, again, that they were all told before coming there and mic'd up, like, okay, ladies, go. Go
at it. Yeah. Who wants to come back? Yeah. But listen, Eileen is a wolf in sheep's clothing. She appears really calm, demure. She's a troublemaker. Okay. Just think about the things that she does. She's a troublemaker. Even like when she came on last season and was bad mouthing LVP, she's a troublemaker, and she is loyal to Lisa Rinna. They are good friends. Lisa isn't not loyal to anyone except Eileen. That's what I think.
It's a mad. So first of all, daytime television or the soaps, whatever, it's escaping my mind right now. That's one of the highest paying careers for an actor. So she doesn't need the housewives job. Well, and then secondly, if they ever did bring Eileen back, which I don't think they would, but if they did, it would be a matter of time before a target would be on her back too. Because in the world of Lisa Rinna, no one is safe.
Do you think that Lisa will, if given the right circumstances, would turn on Eileen too?
Yeah, she'll turn on anyone. She gets that diamond. She is addicted to being famous. She loves being famous. That's it. Listen, it's not a we all get addicted to things. I like Cool Ranch Doritos. She likes being famous. But we all have our thing.
Nice try, Adam. There's a big difference between Doritos.
You know what I mean? She said it. She's like, I love being famous. She did a Dupin's commercial.
Oh my God. Let's see if we could take a couple questions or have someone else give their opinion, and then see what they're saying in the chat.
All right.
What did you guys think of last night's episode? She's toxic. He must be talking about Rinna. Are you talking about Rinna? I know you're talking about Rinna.
But it's a good toxic because it keeps the show going, unfortunately.
It really, well.
I mean, they need her. They don't really have anything.
I don't know, Adam. The only one that is decent is Camille. I like Camille too. What is wrong with Adam? We got to convert him.
Thank you, Brenda, but no way.
Okay, let's take another one. Camille is least decent. Oh, Monique. Really?
I like Monique.
No, here's a long one. Lisa, which Lisa? Miss Eileen so much. She must mean Rinna, right? Too bad Eileen is too nice. Nice? You think Eileen is nice? We miss Yolanda. I miss Yolanda.
Me too, but her daughters are the biggest superstars, like supermodels ever. She'll never come back. She's so content.
She really is. She lives in Pennsylvania on her farm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was a class act, Yolanda. I really liked her.
And it was really nice to see someone who was, I liked her ethnicity, everything, culture.
Camille supported Kavanaugh for Supreme Court Justice. Yeah, she did. I remember that.
I didn't know that.
I agree with Sharrell. Thank you, Rosemary. Eileen is a backstabber with
What does that mean with blowfish?
Teddy is boring too. Do you like Teddy?
I think again, she's really nice, and I think it's great everything she does, but I just don't think she brings a whole lot of story to the show.
She really doesn't. I think she gets away with being on the show so long because of her friendship with Kyle.
It's okay to be normal, but it just means you don't need to be on a reality show.
Right, exactly. She's the best for real life. Okay, best meme. No one wants to see Jenner's. You love the Kardashians, right? And Jenner,
love the
right?
Kardashians, but only because I think it's literally, no matter how you want to say Kim started, it's the American dream to start from here. And she was a pilot. Look at her now. Her diamonds in her ears are worth more than my condo.
I know. What Kris Jenner did, you got to give her credit. With all of those kids and made all of them millionaires is crazy. Hi, Kat Ann. How are you? It's my moderator. Teddy is really toxic. Teddy's toxic? What does she do?
Well, she does try to stir things with Denise, and she does try to get in there and dig a little bit, but I don't think she's toxic. I think she's reaching.
Teddy needs to be fired. Good.
We hear you, William.
Yeah. We got a caller. Let's take this caller. Javier, hi. How are you? Sound off.
Hi,
what do you want to say?
Hi, Sharrell. Hi, Adam.
How are you?
Okay, so I have many thoughts about what happened last night. I gotta say that I agree with Sharrell. Eileen is no good. You could see it. But it was good. It was good seeing all the other housewives make appearances. We saw Adrian a little bit. I gotta say, I saw some people in the chat. I'm starting to like Dorit a lot more this season. I don't know what it is.
Please explain yourself, Javier. Why?
Because I think that Dorit is standing up for Denise way more than any other housewife, even more than Garcelle.
Give me an example. How is Dorit? Because she's always around when they're gossiping about her. I don't remember her saying anything.
Yeah, I want to hear your example.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so we saw when they were at Kyle's party and Denise was headed out, we saw that Dorit was the first one. She was, she was making her way in that huge dress to try to not get her to leave. I don't know what her intentions were, but also when Dorit was telling or she was trying to get Aaron to back down, because I think really this whole situation with Aaron, it really is backfiring for Denise.
You think that the men need to stay out of the women's business?
I think, I get what Aaron's trying to do, but on this show, it will just backfire you, backfire against you.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it with PK and Dorit, and, I think it's just an unwritten rule that the men, got to stay out.
But what do you think of the conversation between Aaron and PK? Do you think PK was being genuine, or was he just being, a smart aleck?
I think PK was, he was great. I think he was being genuine. I think he was being nice, but I think that Aaron didn't really want to hear it. I think
he really didn't. What do you think about that, Adam?
He definitely didn't want to hear it, but where I struggle with this sometimes is, again, seeing behind the scenes sometimes and seeing how these reality shows work. I wonder if it paints Dorit in a better light to be helping, Denise when she sees that nobody else is, and if that's the reason she does it. And the same thing for PK, because again, we've heard about their financial problems and their troubles, so this show pays a lot of money. It puts 6 figures on the table. What's the motive,
That's it. If I was her, I would totally be overzealous about helping Denise, because that would get you an opportunity to come back. I'd be like, Stop talking about my friend. I would.
Yeah, if you're not, it's in the housewife world. If you're not the attacker, you either have to be way over here or way over here, because whoever's in between gets booted.
So, Javier, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who's your favorite Beverly Hills housewife?
Ooh, good question. I mean, I feel like at this point, I mean, I like Denise, but all the others is just like process of elimination. Like, I like Garcelle too, but I don't think that Bravo is giving her enough time on the show. Like, they're really silencing her. I mean, they'll show her in certain instances, but I think that she probably is saying more at these parties, and I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. I know that Adam did an interview with Sutton. I know she's not full time. I like Sutton a lot. I gotta say, I think she has personality. I don't like Teddy. I'm liking Dorit more. I didn't like her that much before. Erica cannot stand. Ice Queen, Ice Princess.
Really? Yeah. She used to be so likable, wasn't she? And then what happened?
Yeah, when they first brought her on, she was.
I feel like we keep seeing the same, like, it's like when we were watching Real Housewives of New York. God, I completely forgot what her name was, but she just made the exit.
That's
Tinsley. Why is this escaping me? It's the same thing. She was doing the same thing every season. We've seen it every season for America.
Okay, Javier, what else did you want to talk about?
Camille. Okay, I totally agree with you. She is the Marlo of Beverly Hills. She, that's the thing is, like, I feel like even though she probably doesn't have that much left to bring onto the show as a full-time housewife, we still know about her more than we know about, like, Teddy. Like, we have not heard a single thing about what goes on Teddy's household. I don't even know if they filmed inside her house.
Can you tell me her husband's name?
I think her husband's name is Edwin. I think.
Okay. Only you. No one else is in it.
But I agree with everyone else. Let's bring Teddy off.
Okay. Last and final question. Out of everyone that they brought back last night for the party, if you were Bravo, who would you hire to be full-time to come back for the upcoming season?
Ooh.
You too, Adam. Go ahead.
I say Brandi.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
I think we gotta wait to see what Brandi's gonna, because we only saw her for like 5 minutes, right? I think she's gonna bring a lot, but I mean, I think the other people, like, their time's over. We saw Adrian for a little bit. She's not coming back. Eileen's probably not coming back.
Yeah.
I've always been thinking about this. I think, like, Kim is great on the show, Kim Richards, but like that show really just tore her apart. So
yes, a lot for her. They need to bring her back though.
But it is reality. I agree. Reality shows sometimes, a lot of people don't know this, but Bravo actually supplies therapists and therapy sessions for the people who go on these reality shows. It's in the contracts.
Well, let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen Lisa Rinna in a therapy session?
No, they should film it, but I'm sure she goes to them.
She's wasting their money. She needs to take them up on their offer.
It's in the pill bag. That's the therapy session.
Yeah. Listen, Javier, thank you for calling in. Did you have any final words?
No, that's it. Love the show, Sharrell, and I love hearing your words, Adam. So keep it up.
Thank you for calling in. See you next week.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, a couple more from the chat and then we're done. It's already been a half hour. It's crazy. Wow. Bring back Sutton. I'm starting to like Sutton more and more through the interviews that she's done outside of the show. And then her interviews in the show. You know how they shoot the scenes when they're talking?
Yeah. And I think with Sutton, it's the classic case of this is her first season as a housewife. I think she's doing great coming in, getting to know her barons. And I think that if they give her a second season and her husband complies and lets the kids be filmed and they give her a full diamond role, she'll be a rock star.
Yeah. I want to see Kyle destroy him.
Wow. Wow. You need a glass of champagne.
No. Preach. I agree. I don't know how you say your name, but I agree. Canada. Well, not destroyed, maybe just silenced. That's what I want to see. Please do bring back Brandi back. Brandi is a guarantee shoo-in for drama. They might as well bring her back. I mean,
well, I mean, it's the same level as Lisa Rinna. It's bringing them both back is the same thing. They both deliver messy drama.
yeah.
The only thing, Brandi will have a moment of weakness, and she will let herself fall under like attack too. Rinna doesn't give anything to be under attack for. She just throws the bombs and then confronts them and says, "Own it."
Yeah. You are so right about that. Brandi is open with her life. She's an open book. She talks about everything. And so that's way more worth your money than Rinna. But Rinna's not going anywhere, in my opinion.
I know.
She's not going anywhere. Yeah. Anyway, so this was a great lead up to all the drama that's going to probably pick up next week.
We get to talk thruples next week.
I know. Talk what?
Thruples. That's what the preview goes into for the next episode, where she like grabs Denise and Aaron and she's like, "I want to be in a throuple with you." It's gonna be good.
What? A throuple?
I had to look up how to spell it. You would think
is that code word for the word I'm thinking?
Yeah, like a trio couple.
Yeah.
Brandy, Denise, and Aaron.
She said that?
Yeah, she grabs on the arm and she's like kind of like this, and she's like, "I want to be a throuple."
She's so messy. She's messy.
That's why we need her. Beverly Hills needs her.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you this time, same time next Wednesday, with another Beverly Hills review. It's getting very good. So, and also, guys, in the chat, I will keep you updated on what's going on behind the scenes, and then Adam will have his recap. Take it away, Adam.
Yeah, so my recap's on my channel, Up and Adam, and then I believe, are we talking New York tomorrow?
We're talking New York.
All right, so then I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time at 11.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. See you next week. Bye-bye.